Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at another little tool that is incredibly valuable to have around, and that is the Helping Hands soldering jig. This is a tool that holds wires or small components steady and in place as you solder. Now, I work with lots of very fine wire, and I would be lost without mine. Many of these designs are basically a couple of adjustable alligator clips on a weighted base. That's really it. It's a very simple design. Now you'll see here, one modification I made to my old Helping Hands was to grind down the teeth on the alligator clips, as I found they could dig into some of the finer gauge wires I use. Also, to provide a little extra cushion and to improve the grip was to wrap a bit of gaffer tape around the jaws. You can see some of the old dried rosin on the jaws after years of use. I was about to add some fresh tape to these jaws, and then I thought maybe it was time for a new set of these Helping Hands. Instead of the more fixed range design I have, I thought I'd try a newer version, one that uses magnetic flexible arms. The price of these new Helping Hands was good, at under $10, and I got a dozen of these flexible arms. Now I should mention that the older design of the Helping Hands, they can still be bought very inexpensively, usually well under $10, at everywhere from Amazon to Harbor Freight. This new set has neodymium magnets in the base of the arms, and something I really like, and that is rubber tips on the alligator clips. Now, having used my old Helping Hands for so long though, it seems strange to have such long arms at 6 inches in length. These new alligator clips, they also have bitey little teeth, but the rubber tips do a great job of handling fine wire, like the 30 gauge Kynar wire I use all the time. When I bought this, I thought the arms were going to be segmented like a gooseneck mic stand, but it feels very much like soft wire. I was curious, so I figured I'd sacrifice one of the arms to see what's inside this rubbery coating. And it looks to be aluminum wire dipped into the black coating. I suppose using wire makes sense due to the low price of this set, but I wonder how long this wire will hold up. I mean, would it fatigue? Would it break? I can't say for sure, but I'd guess this black coating also adds a bit of strength to the arms. Not a very scientific test, but I clipped in a couple of small screwdrivers to see just how well these arms would hold their shape in a bend. They seem to do fine, but you do get a bit more jiggle than I'd like. I'm sure this jiggle is the result of using 6-inch pieces of wire, an only moderately strong magnet, and maybe most important, an incredibly thin metal base or box that the arms came in. Having used the old Helping Hands design for so long, these magnetic arms feel strange. Not bad, but just new. I think the process of putting the wires into the clips takes a little getting used to as well. And I think if I had a very heavy metal base, this would have felt a bit more comfortable. But soldering is soldering, and this Kynar wire was held very well by these rubber tips. Although again, it does feel a little strange when the whole base moves when removing this freshly soldered wire. To continue along with this test, I slipped a couple of sets of these rubber tips onto my old set of Helping Hands, the ones with the teeth ground flat. I have to admit it, but I think I prefer the extra weight of the base on the old set, and it just gives you a more sure feeling with the arms and clips in a more fixed position. Here's a look at the weight of these bases. As you can see, the new magnetic base is a bit under 4 ounces, and the old chunker, the old chungus, is almost a pound. That's quite a difference. I don't mean to pick on this new set, but I think I'm going to keep using the old Helping Hands. Not a loss though, as I now have plenty of these rubber tips, and these magnetic arms can be used to hold small parts when airbrushing. I took the old Helping Hands apart, cleaned it all up, and with these rubber tips, it's now better than new. Also, these magnetic arms can be attached to this old base in case you need a bit of support, maybe to keep a long wire straight in line as you solder. Getting 12 of these magnetic arms that have several uses for under $10, I'd say that's a good deal. Plus, if you need to post an incredibly important message, you have a magnetic arm for it. I'd say that's pretty good. Here's a little video bonus bit. Now, this is a follow-up to the CA glue video we did. I'll leave the link to that video below in the description. I was curious to see how the small metal needle bottles would hold up when filled with CA glue. In that video, I talked about how most CA glue bottle tops, well, they tend to get glued to the bottle itself, and how most bottles are not very precise when applying the CA glue. This glue has been sitting in the bottle for about a month now, so not terribly long, and it actually fell over in the box, so it's laying on its side for almost a month. Now there was a little bit of dried CA up at the top of the needle, but boy, not bad at all. And as you can see here, not cleaning it off and just taking the rubber tip off, that metal needle is delivering really precise amounts of CA. So these are, as I thought they would be, just terrific bottles. And again, I use a bit of acetone every time I use it to clean off the needle, and I'll make sure it doesn't fall on its side this time. But overall, yeah, watch that video. These are terrific bottles for glue. Well, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember, sometimes the old helping hands are the best helping hands. Okay, we're all set here. Thanks very much, and we'll see you in the next video.